What's going on? How y'all doing? So I'm going to go week 2 NFL, and some games I'll go 1-2, some I'll just whatever. NFL week 2 winners over teams. Denver beat Jacksonville. Teddy Bridgewater looking pretty good. Von Miller was giving Teddy Bridgewater a look. Teddy Bridgewater is a nice quarterback. Great pickup for Denver. Trevor Lawrence is learning the NFL ain't as easy as college. This ain't Clemson. And Urban Myers, you know it's going to be work. Um, Chicago beat Cincinnati. Andy Dalton got hurt. Justin Fields came in. You know the change is inevitable there. And Joe Burrows had a pretty tough day in the red zone. He threw a couple of picks, threw 3 picks. Wasn't a good look. It's one of them games somebody had to win. San Francisco beat Philadelphia. Jimmy Garoppolo came back. Jalen Hurts was all right. It's a couple situations where Philly just didn't capitalize, and it was a real battle. So we'll see what that means as far as Frisco, but they're looking healthy right now. New England beat the Jets, and Zach Wilson, he should be your fantasy quarterback. The ball never hit the ground. He threw 4 picks. I don't think the ball ever hit the ground. Mac Jones played a competent game, but let's be realistic. The Jets are going to stink. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL, and it's the same old thing. Sam Darnold used to play for the Jets, now is with Carolina. They spanked New Orleans. Looked really good. Defense looked really good. Jameson Winston, turnovers. They couldn't do nothing. Even Alvin Kamara got held in check. You don't see that often. That was a reality check there. Washington beat the Giants last week in a game the Giants should have won. Daniel Jones was actually playing coherent and on point, but the Giants just seem to always have a miscue, drop pass, or just something they do dumb, and they basically blew that game. So that was on them last week. Tampa Bay rolled all over Atlanta. Tom Brady had 5 touchdowns, but the defense was balling, and they just rolling. Matt Ryan looked like at the end is near. And I don't know who's got the worst defense out of Atlanta and Detroit, but Atlanta's up there. And speaking of Detroit, Green Bay was touring with him, Aaron Rodgers. I knew this was a no-brainer. Beat that butt last night. And, that was a roll for Green Bay. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Buffalo Bills, my team beat Miami, shut them out 35-0. And if I'm Miami, Tuga got hurt. Brissett your backup, but you should go make a move to get Deshaun Watson. Because right now you don't have a quarterback. And your running game is spotty. And I know they're trying to play tight knit on defense. They're not a good team. It could be a long season. Atlanta, Detroit, Miami. It could be a long season if y'all don't make some shakeup. Somebody needs a shakeup. Tennessee came back over Seattle. Derrick Henry. When this guy gets unleashed, he's like a great hound. Great. He's a a greyhound. He tore they behind up in the second half. And not surprised. Because I'm not sold on Seattle's defense, and they don't have a running game. They haven't really been the same since they didn't give that ball to Marshawn Lynch at the 1-yard line. And they haven't had consistency, and their defense fell off bad. They fell off. The Legion of Boom was a thing in the past. Way gone. Ever since that Super Bowl. You know what I'm talking about. Arizona beat Minnesota. Kyle Murray, keep your eyes on him. He's starting to look poised. Minnesota choked at the end, and they're not going to be that much of a good team, no way. I'm not expecting a lot out of that. Rams over the Colts, not a surprise, but the thing is that Matthew Stafford came back to earth, but Carson Wentz got hurt again, which is usual. Colts had a chance in this game. You got to finish up. You got to find a way to finish those games up. You cannot, Cleveland beat Houston. Baker Mayfield did enough, but Tyrod Taylor was pretty good for Houston. That was a pretty close game. Cleveland gonna have their work cut out because I'm not 100% sold how good they really are. They're gonna have their work cut out for them with that. And I want to make sure I say the main game, but let me see. Las Vegas beat Pittsburgh. I want to get that one out the way. David Carr looking good. He's throwing accurate passes. He's getting a nice touch pass. I thought Pittsburgh was overrated when they beat Buffalo last week. I'm not sold on Pittsburgh. I think they'll be competitive to an extent, but Ravensburg old long in the tooth, and their defense is suspect. You can move the ball on them. You just have to be patient. Don't be cute like what Buffalo did last week. And I told you about that. Dallas beat the LA Chargers. Pretty close game. I still got a lot of respect for Herbert for the Chargers, but they got to get more plays out. Dallas did enough with the run and mixed it up, so that was a big win for them. Mike McCarthy, I'm not sold on him. And last but not least, the game of the week for me was Baltimore over Kansas City. Two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, 2 league MVPs. Lamar Jackson came back with his gun. He was rolling. Now, Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the NFL. Sorry, Rod Parker. I watched your little take yesterday and all that, but I'm going to tell you something right now. If Lamar Jackson ever gets a weapon and they can get some consistency and Harbaugh actually does some, allows a play calling, watch out for Baltimore. I think a lot of Lamar Jackson because you can't teach what he can do. But Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes, and that was a great game. All right, that's my thoughts and takes of NFL Week 2. How did your team do? What are your thoughts? What your takes? Please hit like, subscribe. I welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. And it's already, I know it's early in the season, but you can already start to see some trends with some of these whack teams, whack quarterbacking, and, suspect moves. So I expect some moves or something to go down. All right, I'm out. Have a good day.